Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Trevisionist video. I'd like to talk a little bit about Darkest Dungeon, with a name that made me immediately want to throw my shoe through a window because it seems like 90% of games start with the word dark in some context. However, this game won me over very quickly. Now, here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about games that explore post-traumatic stress disorder, because there are very few of them, especially in a dungeon crawling context. In a situation that would drive most people to complete madness within the very first few minutes, our heroes tend to be completely resilient, only bothered by cutscene effects. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, for example, is only bothered by his past. He's only bothered by his interactions with other characters. He's not bothered by the fact that there's a 35-foot dragon standing in front of him breathing fire at him and his friends. He can handle that. It doesn't bother him at all. Final Fantasy VI is kind of the same way. Terra, who I always considered the main character of the game, is largely unaffected by the horrors that she has to face, but when it comes to her past, her lineage, things like that, it drives her completely out of her mind. Not bothered by the fact that she's taking on a monstrous war machine, or an old god that's been held captive for billions of years. A lot of role-playing games, you practically fight actual Satan, and the characters are not bothered by it. Darkest Dungeon shows off the kind of effects that people are going to experience when being attacked by monstrous creatures, eldritch horrors, as the game might call them. It's a fairly simplistic turn-based game, but I want you to look at a couple of things from this brief bit of footage I've captured. Look at the weight of attacks. Look how solid the impact seems to be. Every attack feels like an event. Everything has weight, and you notice the stress levels of the characters go up practically with every shot. When they reach a certain level, the characters start to break down mentally. They pick up certain effects, abusiveness, selfishness, self-preservation instincts, things like that that would kick in when you actually did a dungeon crawl like this in real life. Characters die, they die forever, and when you lose an entire team, you feel that hit. You don't just reload, you feel that loss, because you have to rebuild, and those people, they're never coming back. There are others who are in similar jobs, but you can become attached to these characters very quickly, and through your own inaction, and through the sheer overwhelming force of the enemy you're faced with, you will die, and it will hurt. That's really all I wanted to say in the video. I only picked up a little bit of, I'm doing a full review over at www.thetravisionist.wordpress.com. Can't really talk today. Had a cold, I apologize. I implore you to check out this game. It's still in early access, and it's early access done properly because the game feels close to complete. You feel like you're getting a real dose of what the experience is going to be when it's finished. All they're doing, adding more content, adding more classes, adding more monsters. The core of the game is there. It's not the kind of early access that has you walking around an empty green field, shooting the occasional zombie with a gun that looks like two Lego blocks stuck together. This game is worth your time and money. I paid $20 for it. I feel like it was worth my time and money. So check it out. Darkest Dungeon. It's on Steam. Worth your time.